When it comes to cars, some minor issues can be overlooked, but brake problems should never be ignored. They are critical for your safety and the safety of others. If your brake pedal sinks all the way to the floor while the engine is running, this is a serious warning sign. It could lead to a complete loss of braking ability, which is extremely dangerous. If you ever encounter this problem, it is essential to stop driving immediately. Continuing to use your car in such a condition is not safe. But what could be causing this issue, and what steps can you take to address it? Let's explore some of the potential reasons and solutions for this concerning problem. Brake fluid leak. A brake fluid leak is one of the most common reasons for a brake pedal sinking to the floor. This usually happens due to a corroded brake line or worn-out seals in the caliper pistons. If you notice a puddle of fluid under your car, especially in the garage, it's a clear sign that there might be a brake fluid leak. When there's a leak, pressing the brake pedal forces the fluid to escape, and as the pedal returns to its original position, air gets drawn into the system through the leak. This introduces air pockets into the brake system, leaving the brake pedal feeling soft and spongy, which is a dangerous situation. Addressing this issue promptly is crucial for maintaining your car's safety. Faulty brake booster. The brake booster sits between the brake pedal and the master brake cylinder, and its job is to amplify the force you apply to the brakes using a vacuum system. Without it, pressing the brake pedal would require a lot more effort. If you find that the brake pedal starts to feel firm and builds pressure only when pushed close to the floor, the brake booster might be the problem. While failures of the brake booster are not very common, they can occur in certain car models, so it's worth checking if you notice these symptoms. Low brake fluid level. If the brake fluid warning light appears on your dashboard, it's a clear sign that you need to check the fluid level right away. Low brake fluid can allow air to enter the system, particularly during sharp turns. As mentioned earlier, air in the brake system can disrupt the pressure, making it harder to stop your car effectively. If the fluid level drops so much that air has already entered the system, simply refilling the fluid won't be enough. You'll need to bleed the brake system to remove the trapped air and restore proper brake function. Keeping an eye on the fluid level is essential for safe driving. A faulty master brake cylinder is another common reason your brake pedal might sink to the floor when the engine is running. This part is located just behind the brake pedal on the other side of the engine bay's firewall, and its job is to send brake fluid to the caliper pistons, which slow down the vehicle. Inside the master brake cylinder there is a seal around the piston that pushes the brake fluid. If this seal begins to leak, the brake pressure will escape back past the piston when you press the pedal. This leads to a loss of pressure every time you brake, resulting in a soft or sinking pedal. Replacing the faulty master cylinder is necessary to restore proper braking function. Air in the brake system. If any part of the hydraulic brake system was recently replaced, and the brake bleeding wasn't done properly afterward, this could be the root of the problem. Unlike brake fluid, air can be compressed, which disrupts the system's ability to build pressure effectively. As a result, you may experience a spongy or unresponsive brake pedal. To resolve this, the brake system needs to be properly bled to remove all the trapped air and restore smooth functioning. How to fix. Now that you're familiar with the usual causes of a sinking brake pedal, let's move on to diagnosing and fixing the issue. Look for external leaks. Start by looking for any external leaks. Inspect the area underneath your car for signs of leaking brake fluid. Pay close attention to the brake lines, hoses, and calipers, as these are common points where leaks occur. Rusty brake lines are often the culprit, but worn-out rubber seals in the caliper pistons can also cause problems. Once you identify the source of the leak, replace the faulty component to restore the brake system's integrity. Check brake fluid level. Inspect the brake fluid level in the reservoir located in the engine bay. If it's low, refill it to the max line. However, if the level was significantly low, it's possible that air has entered the brake system. In such a case, simply refilling won't be enough. You'll also need to bleed the brake system to remove the trapped air and ensure proper functioning. Bleed the brake system. The next step in resolving the issue is to bleed the brake system thoroughly, which will remove all the trapped air. This process ensures that the brakes function effectively and eliminates the spongy pedal feel caused by air in the system. For a complete guide on how to perform this at home, you can refer to a helpful video or tutorial that demonstrates the full procedure step by step. If you're unsure, don't hesitate to seek assistance from a mechanic. Properly bled brakes are essential for your safety. Disconnect the brake booster's vacuum hose. To check if the master brake cylinder is the issue, disconnect the vacuum hose from the brake booster and press the brake pedal. If the pedal still sinks to the floor after doing this, the problem is most likely a faulty master brake cylinder. In this case, the cylinder will need to be replaced to restore proper brake function. Check or replace the master brake cylinder. To address the issue, remove the master brake cylinder and carefully inspect it for any signs of damage to the seal. If the seal is worn out or leaking, it's important to note that for most master brake cylinders, the seal alone is not available for purchase. In such cases, you will need to replace the entire master brake cylinder to restore proper braking performance. Inspect or replace the brake booster. The final step is to carefully inspect the brake booster for any signs of damage or irregularities. If you notice anything unusual with it, replacing the brake booster might be necessary. However, if all other components seem to be in good condition, and you're absolutely certain there is no air left in the brake system, there is a high likelihood that the brake booster is the faulty part causing the issue. Hope this information is helpful for you. If so, please press the like button and subscribe to the channel.